Did you ever get used to this?
No, I don't come here often. You know, Kevin, it's cool to have been here 7 years and attract people like Robert Wagner and Charles Durning and Hal Holbrook and the kind of group that we've had come to this show because they want to be part of it. You know, that's the big thing. But you know more than anybody. You do, because you've been a fan from the very beginning, and there weren't a lot of those in the beginning. So you know what? To me, a thing like this, that you're here, means every bit as much as any of that other stuff.
Kev, we couldn't have done it without you. You've been here from the beginning, obviously. So yeah, this is fantastic. You know,
it's pretty incredible. We're all really happy to be here, and unfortunately, Paley P couldn't be here, but she's actually in France shooting a cover. So it's all good. Good things are happening to the show, and we're blessed to be here. And I'm glad we could all actually make it.
Michael, you and Paley came together. I'm really glad that you came together.
Yes. Paley Perrette is in France right now doing publicity for the show, and so we have a facsimile of Paley. Ask her any question and she's free to answer.
Paley, how excited are you to be here?
I'm really excited. I think Michael's a really talented actor, and I'm just really happy that everyone's here, and I gotta go right now.
Why am I even trying to do that? I mean, she's in France. It's clearly not her. Here comes Mark Harmon. If Mark Harmon sees me with a cardboard cutout of Paley, I'm going to get a fat lip.
He might kill you.
A black eye, a fat lip. I don't know, what do you think?
I'm proud of this group and this show and the fan base and its popularity. I think every bit of it is earned, and every bit of it is it's honest earning, you know, and I think more than that, you know, here in its 7th year, this show is doing better than it's ever done before, and we'll see what next year brings. But for us, it hasn't changed. We just try to do the best shows we can do every 9 days.
You've seen a hit show before. You know what a hit show is like. What is it like this time around?
Oh, you mean Uncle and then this? It's just the same. Nothing changes. This town is built in stone. They do make the same mistakes. They do everything the same way. The only thing that's different is the mics and the cameras, and it's just the same people doing the same thing. And it's a wonderful, wonderful tinsel town, and crazy, and you know, you can't beat it.
It means a lot to me because it's the first show that I've ever been a part of that's been a #1 show. I mean, I've been very fortunate having worked with Mark Harmon on Chicago Hope and you know, different series and for things for CBS for a number of years. It means a lot to me because I've never been down this road before. It's it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to I really appreciate it more now. If this had happened to me 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't be able to appreciate it the same way. But after, you know, 6 or 7 series and you know, lots of pilots that never saw the light of day, or shows that have been on the air and they were yanked after 4 episodes, it's a lot sweeter now. And I think the overriding success of this show, there's several things that I attribute it to. One, I think, is CBS's formula, which was very successful back in the sort of the early days of television when you only had 3 networks, is that even if a show wasn't a breakout hit, if you believed in it, you stayed with it. Shows like Hill Street Blues, Seinfeld, we know those stories. Had they just gone by what the ratings numbers were, they would have yanked them. But the show stayed on, they persevered, and they developed an audience.
When we usually come to the set, we will debrief with Mark, and Katie Barker, the publicist, will meet us, and she will give us a list of 4 upcoming episodes. And they always, you know, they give us the names, and then I go over and I meet with Mark, and Mark somehow magically remembers every name in every episode, the upcoming episodes, not the episodes we're doing. And he rolls through them, and I'm like, yeah, and then there's the next episode, and I'm like, Katie, can you help me? Mark's like, oh, that's Recoil, and it's going to be blah, 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 and it's about this and this and this. Every single time. I don't understand it. I don't understand how he does it.
You got me confused with Paley. I mean, the
He's
truth
being
is,
modest.
Kevin comes and they interview us all, and we get there when we can in between our working day. And Kevin says, I want to ask you some questions about some upcoming episodes. You go, okay. And he goes, he'll say the title of the show, and you draw a complete blank. And then he'll say, it's about a dead Marine.
when I saw the earthquake, I thought about you immediately because we had talked about your vacation and being at home and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, is everybody okay and what's going on?
Well, I mean, my immediate family is okay. However, the country is destroyed, as you may know. It's awful what's happened, and I guess you know, the more time passes, the more information we're going to have. I was actually in Switzerland doing a photo shoot, and got an email from a friend saying that the earthquake had just happened, and immediately I tried to get in touch with my father to see if my family was okay. And my grandfather, who's 86, was alone in the apartment building on the 3rd floor, and so we were all really worried about him, but he's just an incredible man. He's like a tank. Goes through life like a tank. It's just amazing.